You're listening to Ron Siegel's Home and Finance Radio Show, only on Financial News and Talk. Now live in studio, your host, local and national real estate expert and consumer advocate, Ron Siegel.
And hello again. Welcome to Ron Siegel Radio. This is the show with no real boundaries. As we discuss current events, financial markets, politics, sports, even poking fun at the rest of the media, this is the show that connects the dots of confusion delivered by conflicting media reports. We connect the dots so you know the actions you can take, how your family or business can benefit from current events. Most of all, thank you for joining me. Within every market, there are solutions as well as tremendous opportunities. You just need some trusted guidance. That is my message, and I will be delivering it every day. We have a very focused show. We only chat about items that affect the roof over your head, your bank account, and anything I feel would benefit you. But before we get into our intriguing content today, please join me in welcoming our featured guest and repeat offender. Mary Walters is in the house. Welcome.
Good morning.
Good morning. Glad to have you with us. And let me remind you, if you ever have any home or finance related questions, I am the consumer advocate looking out for you. And you can reach out to me directly, 800-306-1990, 800-306-1990, or ronsiegelradio.com. Just remember, that's the number you call anytime for assistance. When you call that number, it comes directly to me first. There are operators standing by.
Quiet, numbskulls, I'm broadcasting.
While I do have a great team when it comes to developing a financing plan, a plan to save you money, I personally work with you. Even if you don't have any needs today, save this number in your phone for future reference, 800-306-1990, 800-306-1990. And, of course, we are celebrating today Barbershop Quartet Day. Yeah. 8-track tape day. Do you remember 8-track tapes?
No,
No.
I don't think I was born then.
Josh, do you remember 8-track tapes? Okay, Josh does. Josh must be a lot older than you. I don't know. I'm just 8-track tapes. They were a long time ago. I even go back to 4 tracks, but that's a different story. National Pet Day. We shared an image today that it was Dog Day, wasn't it? Isn't that what we got on our socials from the corporate office? I don't know. The Pet Day. Okay. And Cheese Fondue Day. I don't know about that. Well, we might have to go back to Cinnamon Croissant Day from yesterday. I'm just throwing that out there. Let's take a look at what the markets are doing. Dow Jones now down 180 points. S&P 500 down 53.87. NASDAQ down 242 points. Oil down 363 a barrel. Wow. 363 a barrel. Let's take a look. Lori's at 390. Okay, our tremendous underwriter, Lori. She's over there in Louisiana. The queen of the show, Jody. She's 460 in Arizona. Josh, you're still over $5. $5.10 a gallon. 576 is the average for California. 576. I think I paid $5.59 over the weekend for premium. 522 Hawaii. You know what you paid for gas? Did you buy gas this weekend?
Yeah, I did premium with $6.29.
$6.29.
Well, there's like the one little thing coming back from Mammoth.
Well, yeah, you get one choice. So they're gonna get what they can get out of you. They got you. Yeah, $6.29 premium. Okay, wow, that's we're paying for it. Elections have consequences. That's the bottom line right there. Mammoth, did you have a good time?
Yeah.
Cool. Well, it's better. We went to a concert this weekend. Unbelievable. So we went and saw. Do you like Dylan Scott?
Oh yeah, at the House of Blues.
House of Blues.
Mm-hmm.
Dylan. At least we were able to listen to good music from Dylan Scott on the way home. They need Josh. They need a sound engineer. You better hook them up for a sound engineer over there because I've never been to a concert where the vocalist you just couldn't hear him. It was all washed out. And we love the House of Blues, but. Busy weekend. So still dealing with puppies. Anybody got any puppy tricks? We're all in for.
Don't get
them. That's a trick.
Don't get them.
Don't get the puppy. Okay, well, we got her. So, we're going to deal with it. I think I've got the bites and the scratches and the bruises to prove it. But, it's still fun. Let's see what else is going on in the world right now. So oil down 352 and that 10-year treasury up another 11 basis points today. 10-year treasury, 277. So we're going to talk a lot about the treasuries because one of the items that we know is we're heading into a recession. It's just pretty plain and simple. Now, I'm going to share with you also that Freddie Mac did give us their false mortgage rates on Thursday, 4.72. That's what they came out with on Thursday. Now, why do I say it's false? Well, the same day, I'm not going to give you the Friday numbers. Same day, OBMMI came out and said that loans were being locked at 5.06. 5.06, and they've gone up since then. So Friday, 5.126 is what loans were actually locked at on Friday. 5.126. Now, don't go by me. I'm just going by OBMMI, and they've got 35% market share. So the 35% of all loans in the United States that were locked go through the OBMMI system. So they know exactly what rates are locked at. Average 5.126. Now, why would I bring that up to you? Well, there's a lot of people that are getting sticker shock. They went and they found they got approved or they've been shopping for homes for quite a while. Yeah, unfortunately. And they haven't been able to find anything, or they found them and there's been 25 other offers for them and they didn't win. And now they've finding that the approval that they had is invalid because interest rates have gone up so dramatically over the last 3 months, 4 months. And I've got the 3-month chart right in front of me showing January 8th through April 8th. January 8th through April 8th. January 8th, 3.571 is what loans were locked on. Friday, January 8th. Friday, April 8th, 5.126. That's about a point and a half. What do you think that does to your buying power? Not pleasant. But we're going to come out with a piece later today where we're actually going to show you something that maybe you're not familiar with. What if you could go and sell your house right now at the top of the market? Arguably, we're at the market's high. I don't know if it's the top or not. We may continue rising. But the market definitely higher than it was a year ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago. But what if there was a way to sell your house at this point and get the interest rates from 3 months ago? Would that be of interest to you? Would that be something that you'd want to know how to do? Well, we're going to show you exactly. You
Yes.
like that idea? So we're going to actually come out with a piece later today, if I can get the time to get it all done. Otherwise, it'll be tomorrow. And we're going to show you that exact scenario because one of the things that we're also going to show you, contrary to popular belief, if you go to one of those big websites that people tend to believe, they're showing in a 50-mile radius of where I am right now, there is a significant number of price reductions on real estate. Now, maybe the people just bid them too high because I know your house is worth more than anybody else on your street. Probably never heard that, have you?
No, of course not.
Right? So you're looking around and you see your neighbor's house just sold for $900,000 and you're thinking, okay, I think I'll put mine up for $1.1 million because everything's flying right now. Well, the market may not support $1.1 million. Then the appraisal doesn't come in at $1.1 million, and the buyer now doesn't qualify for $1.1 million. And now you got to get realistic. Well, what do you do then? Well, all of this is going to be encapsulated. It's about a 10-minute presentation. I'm going to show it to you. We'll have it available on our social channels. We'll put it out there first. My team is probably looking at me like I'm nuts, which they usually do, right? But we're going to have it done, and we're going to show you exactly how to do that. You're listening to Ron Siegel Radio, discussing your real estate, current events, and the financial markets. When we come back, using your tax refund to achieve your homeownership goals this year, spring cleaning ideas for your credit, and the monthly market report. What's going on in the world of the market, real estate market, all that and more. You can reach me anytime. Off-air number 800-306-1990, 800-306-1990, or RonSiegelRadio.com, Facebook.com/Ron Siegel Radio. And if you miss any part of our broadcast, Ron Siegel 1 on YouTube. Ron Siegel, the number 1 on YouTube. Stay tuned. We'll be back in just a few.
Ron Siegel Radio, your home and mortgage connection.
Are you like many of your neighbors trying to figure out how to pay off your debts so you can retire someday? Build bigger savings. Invest in opportunities. Visit rsrnodebt.com. Debt will destroy 50% of Americans from being able to retire earlier and with more. What if you could have a guaranteed program that could show you how to eliminate all of your debt in 10 years or less, all without having to spend more each month than you spend right now? Yes, that's correct. All without spending more from your checkbook each month than you are today. Get your free analysis today to see if you qualify. Visit rsrnodebt.com. Log on today for your free analysis, rsrnodebt.com. No purchase necessary. The free analysis takes only 2 minutes. rsrnodebt.com. Ron Siegel Radio is your home and mortgage connection. Go to rsrnodebt.com. rsrnodebt.com.
Are you paying rent because you cannot afford to live in your dream home? Are you paying rent because you don't believe you have the down payment funds to purchase your own home? At Siegel Lending Team at ronismylender.com has up to $25,000 to help qualified people purchase their own home at amazing interest rates. Contact the Siegel Lending Team today at ronismylender.com. Again, ronismylender.com. Licensed under NMLS 217037. ronismylender.com.
Homeowners over the age of 62 are taking back financial control after retirement with reverse mortgages, and the Siegel Lending Team is here to help you use it to your advantage. Call Ron Siegel with Geneva Financial to receive your free information booklet with no obligation. The booklet answers all your questions, and the best part is, you still own your home. Call Ron Siegel at 1-800-306-1990 or visit ronsiegelradio.com.
Are you earning a safe, secure 10+% return on your investments? Is your credit score over 800? Are you living in the home of your dreams or simply where you think you can afford? If the answer to any of these questions is no, what are you doing about it? Text ATP to 79564. Complete a 3-minute complimentary survey, and the area trusted professionals of Ron Siegel Radio will reach out to you to develop a success strategy for you. Again, all you need to do is text ATP to 79564.
Do you know a homeowner experiencing divorce? Do you know a real estate reference and the divorce decree could cost tens of thousands of dollars? A certified divorce mortgage planning and real estate report could save you thousands of dollars, and it's free from your local certified divorce lending professional. Reach out to Ron today. ronismylender.com. Again, ronismylender.com. Licensed under NMLS 217037, Equal Housing Lender.
You're listening to Ron Siegel's Home and Finance Show with local and national expert Ron Siegel. Now, here's Ron.
Welcome back to Ron Siegel Radio. Within every market, there are solutions as well as tremendous opportunities. You just need some trusted guidance. That is my message, and I will be delivering it every day on Ron Siegel Radio or anytime at 800-306-1990, 800-306-1990. The Mortgage Minute today being brought to you by our friends at Geneva Financial. When you're ready for that next home loan, Geneva's got the programs and the products. You just need to make the call. 800-306-1990, 800-306-1990. And let's see what the markets are doing right now. Maybe we'll see if my screens all came back. Well, what do you know? Some of them did. Dow Jones now down 180 points. S&P 500 down 53. NASDAQ is down 242. And we're looking at the mortgage-backed securities down 37 basis points. 10-year Treasury is up 6. And mortgages, as I told you, locked last week at 5.126. 5.126. Now, here's something that I found very interesting in a discussion last week. And if you're watching any of our socials, and I know that there's a lot of you watching our social channels, how about this one? 92% of the U.S. landmass qualifies for a 0 down payment home loan. 92%. And 67% of American consumers, American buyers, actually qualify for a 0 down payment home loan. Think about that. And no, you don't have to be a veteran. Veterans, you get to go anywhere you want to go. As long as you've got your entitlement, you can go anywhere, full entitlement. You can buy anything you want with no down payment. Yes, $1 million, $2 million, $3 million. You've earned it. You deserve it. We appreciate you. And we also give you a discount at Ron Siegel Radio. But think about that. Now, I don't know. I didn't look at it, but you said you're in Mammoth, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think Mammoth qualifies as 0 down payment, right? I know Lancaster, Palmdale, 29 Palms, Joshua Tree. There's even a city, a zip code in Santa Ana, California, that you can pay. I don't know if you want to live there, but it does qualify for 0 down payment as long as you don't make too much money.
So where wouldn't it qualify?
Basically, it's the big rural area, the big urban areas, and if you make too much money. So most of Anaheim doesn't qualify. Most of Orange County doesn't qualify. But you go out into the rural areas, and almost everything in rural areas all qualify. Now you're looking at and basically no mortgage insurance either. I mean, it's pretty amazing. Now you can only earn 115% of the county median income based on your household size. So if you have 25 people in the house, you get to have more, you get to make more money, right? So no, I'm just kidding. It only goes up to, I think 5 or more. But it's a pretty interesting program that most people aren't even talking about. San Bernardino, you qualify in most areas. Riverside, there's a lot of parts of Riverside, you qualify. So let's chat about that. If you have any questions about it, give me a call, 800-306-1990, 800-306-1990. That is the Mortgage Minute, brought to you by our friends at Geneva Financial. When you're ready for that next home loan, give me a call, 800-306-1990. Now, generally at this time, I have my slides all ready for us to chat about what's going on in the market. But then when you have an unexpected computer reset and you have no idea what the slides even say, you just kind of, Josh is probably in the background just sitting there going stretch, so we can get the information. But let's see here. Impact of rising interest rates on the housing market. So we've got Mary Walters with us, Realty Pro 100. We do this every month together. We're in here talking about what's going on in the marketplace. I do the old man part of it. She has the millennial part of it. And quite honestly, she's more on the front lines of real estate than I am. I just do a little bit of lending in the background here and there. So mortgage rates rising this year. I probably haven't seen anybody fall out from mortgage rates, have you?
Oh, no.
It's amazing because so many people just have no idea that this is going on. I had somebody just the other day say, I think that they went into one of these big company sites and they put in their 3.5% mortgage rate. And then they called and said, well, why can't I get that? And I said, you could like 4 months ago, right?
Yeah.
It's not happening anymore. As of March 31st, Freddie Mac says the rate was 4.67. Now, December 30th, 3.11. There hasn't been a whole lot of times when I've seen interest rates jump this dramatically, this quickly.
You've been around a long time.
Well, thanks. Okay. Oh, touche.
Come on, you had to know that was coming.
Exactly. Yeah, that's pretty dramatic interest rates. Len Kiefer, Deputy Chief Economist, Freddie Mac. Mortgage rates are likely to continue to move higher throughout the balance of 2022, although the pace of rate increases is likely to moderate. I wonder where he gets this information. Much of the increases in rates in early 2022 is the anticipation of what will happen later this year, especially with the Federal Reserve interest rate policy. Now, the Federal Reserve has already told us that they're planning on increasing interest rates dramatically. Citi and Bank of America both said, one said the rates are going to go up 0.5% each month for two meetings, and the other said 0.5% each meeting for 4 meetings. Yet, according to Len Kiefer, Deputy Chief Economist Freddie Mac, the increases are likely to moderate. That seems like they're going to accelerate, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
I can't imagine where they're going to moderate. Where are they going to settle? I don't know, right? I mean, we don't have a crystal ball here, but the bottom line is you better take action if you're thinking about a new home now.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the things that we know for sure is that home prices, impact of rising rates on home prices. That looks like, now, when you watch some of the screens, and we'll share this one with you on our social channels, when interest rates go up, home prices go up.
Mm-hmm. That's what the slide's showing up.
It's pretty amazing, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
And that's according to Freddie Mac. Now, interest rates increasing for 14 months. They went up 2.38% from October 1993 to December 1994. and home prices went up 3%. January 1996 to September 1996, increase of 1.2% on the interest rates, and home prices went up 2%.
Mm-hmm.
If we look all the way through here, the average is interest up 1.46 and home prices up 8%. Why do you think that would be? Any guess on that? I mean, I look at it and just say FOMO.
Yeah.
Right? Interest is going up, and people are starting to say, if I don't get that house, I'm not going to ever get a house.
Yeah, definitely.
And right now, are you seeing that in the marketplace?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Right? Properties, I mean,
they're still flying off the shelf. But you did mention there have been some price decreases that you've seen on the market. I've seen those as well.
Okay.
Those are probably people who started way too high to begin with.
Probably, and I don't know. I don't know if our information will have this.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if those are, well, I guess those wouldn't be people that are trying to sell on their own.
Mm-mm.
Right? Because I don't think that would show up in any of these statistics that people put their property out and tried to sell it on their own and found out they couldn't.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I mean, and I'm a big believer that you're going to need that great advice. Now, here's the issue is the 93, 94, look at what rates went to. They increased for 14 months and rates went up 2.38%. They finished out at 9.2%.
Yep.
Could you imagine if we went to 9.2 right now?
Ugh.
Is that a technical term?
Yes, it is.
That sounded pretty technical. And home sales, current changes when the mortgage rates rise by more than 1%. Home prices were up 8%. Sales dropped by 5%. But what if we take that anomaly out? So now we look at it, and the interest goes up to 6.85. Home prices went up by 9, and home sales dropped 4.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think home sales are going to drop right now?
No, maybe slow down. No.
The only thing I could possibly imagine would get home sales to stop growing is just no inventory.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody wants to sell. Have you started hearing sellers say that, why would I want to sell now? I've got a 2.5% interest rate or a 3% interest rate.
Yeah.
Why would I want to? Where am I going to go buy for that kind of pricing?
Exactly. When prices have shot up, interest rates have shot up, why would anybody want to leave where they're at?
That's going to be as rates continue to go up, we're going to have a strategy to help people do that because they still want to move,
mm-hmm.
right? Grandma still doesn't need that 3,500 square foot 5-bedroom house.
Yeah.
All by herself. Yet she can't afford to go anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So that's going to be a big issue. So the amount of inventory available, that's one of the things. Now, right now, we still have a lot of inventory. No?
There's still an inventory shortage.
I did look. I think I saw, like 3 weeks ago, I looked at one of the services that I subscribed to. And I think 92807 showed 3 days on market.
Really?
3 days.
Yeah.
Now, if I was Diana Olick, and no, I am not, I would be coming out here right now and saying sales are dramatically dropping in 92807 because the days on market is now at 7. What does that say to you?
No.
Right? It doesn't matter, right?
Yeah.
I mean, 3 or 7 means still that it's crazy fast.
Crazy fast.
Right? I mean, so yeah, maybe it did double in the time, but that's irrelevant when you're looking at how fast that's gone or the properties are going. 7 days on the market.
Yeah, that's insane.
I mean, you it's pretty much you're not really having to do a whole lot of marketing.
No.
Right? You just need to make people aware, okay, there's going to be an open house. We're going to list it on Thursday. We're going to show it on Friday, Saturday, Sunday. That's 4. Monday and Tuesday, we're going to negotiate. And Wednesday, we're going to go pending.
Yep.
That's about it, right?
Yep.
That's all you have time for right now. We're gonna get a couple other zip codes maybe while I'm on break. But you're listening to Ron Siegel Radio, discussing your real estate current events and the financial markets, using your tax refund to achieve home ownership goals this year and spring cleaning ideas for your credit. All that and more. You can reach me anytime. Off-air number 800-306-1990. 800-306-1990 or ronsiegelradio.com, facebook.com/Ron Siegel Radio. And if you missed any part of our broadcast, Ron Siegel 1 on YouTube. Ron Siegel, the numeral 1 on YouTube. Stay tuned. We'll be back in just a few.
Ron Siegel Radio. Your home and mortgage connection.
Do you know a homeowner experiencing divorce? Do you know a real estate reference and the divorce decree could cost tens of thousands of dollars? A certified divorce mortgage planning and real estate report could save you thousands of dollars, and it's free from your local certified divorce lending professional. Reach out to Ron today. RonIsMyLender.com. Again, RonIsMyLender.com. Licensed under NMLS 217037, Equal Housing Lender.
Are you a renter and tired of making monthly payments? Paying off someone else's mortgage? Hey, it's Ron Siegel here to help you stop renting and start owning your dream home with amazing low interest rates. And you could potentially qualify for a $500,000 home for less than $5,000 out of pocket. So stop renting. Start owning with Ron Siegel. Learn more at ronsiegelradio.com and start owning today. Licensed under NMLS 217037, Equal Housing Lender.
Are you earning a safe, secure 10+% return on your investments? Is your credit score over 800? Are you living in the home of your dreams or simply where you think you can afford? If the answer to any of these questions is no, what are you doing about it? Text ATP to 79564. Complete a 3-minute complimentary survey, and the area trusted professionals of Ron Siegel Radio will reach out to you to develop a success strategy for you. Again, all you need to do is text ATP to 79564.
Are you a veteran, own a home, and need money? The Siegel Lending Team is here to help veterans refinance and get the money they need. The VA 100 lets you borrow up to 100% of your home's value, refinance your mortgages, consolidate credit cards, and lower your payments by an average of $700 a month. And the Siegel Lending Team knows that character means more than a credit score. Call 800-306-1990. That's 800-306-1990. Rate subject to change without notice. Licensed by the California Department of Corporations, NMLS 21037, and DRE number 018694452.
Are you like many of your neighbors trying to figure out how to pay off your debts so you can retire someday? Build bigger savings. Invest in opportunities. Visit rsrnodebt.com. Debt will destroy 50% of Americans from being able to retire earlier and with more. What if you could have a guaranteed program that could show you how to eliminate all of your debt in 10 years or less, all without having to spend more each month than you spend right now? Yes, that's correct. All without spending more from your checkbook each month than you are today. Get your free analysis today to see if you qualify. Visit rsrnodebt.com. Log on today for your free analysis. rsrnodebt.com. No purchase necessary. The free analysis takes only 2 minutes. rsrnodebt.com. Ron Siegel Radio is your home and mortgage connection. Go to rsrnodebt.com. rsrnodebt.com.
You're listening to Ron Siegel's Home and Finance Show with local and national expert Ron Siegel. Now, here's Ron.
Welcome back to Ron Siegel Radio. Within every market, there are solutions, as well as tremendous opportunities. You just need some trusted guidance. That is my message, and I will be delivering it every day on Ron Siegel Radio anytime at 800-306-1990, 800-306-1990. The real-time real estate segment today being brought to you by the area trusted real estate professionals of Ron Siegel Radio. Visit rsrhomescout.com, rsrhomescout.com. Great tool. It tells you 97% of the country. It's got the listings for 97% of the country right there on rsrhomescout.com. No advertising. So if you're thinking of leaving the state of confusion, maybe you just want to go and get a little more value for your money out in the Inland Empire somewhere, all of those zip codes, all of those communities are all right there on rsrhomescout.com. So let's take a look at it. Using your tax refund to achieve your home ownership goals this year. If you're buying or selling a home this year, you're likely saving up for a variety of expenses. For buyers, that might include things like your down payment and closing costs. And for sellers, you're probably working on a bit of spring cleaning and maintenance to spruce up your house before you list it. Either way, any money you get back from your taxes can help you achieve your goals. Using a tax refund is a common tactic for buyers and sellers Smart Asset estimates the average American will receive $2,897 tax refund this year. Josh is showing you a map right now that gives us detailed estimate by state. California, average refund $2,921. $2,921 is. I didn't think they were going to give anything back. I mean, I do know. You know the two-step tax program, don't you?
The what?
The two-step tax form.
No.
How much money did you make? Is line one.
Mm-hmm.
Send it is line two. That's California. That's our. I should have my. There we go. I beat you to it a little bit. If you're getting a refund this year, here are a few tips to help with your home purchase or sale this season. Home buyers can use their tax refund. According to American Financing, there are multiple ways your refund can help you as a home buyer. A few include 1, growing your down payment fund. 2, paying your home inspection. 3, saving for closing costs. Closing costs are additional expenses you need to pay once it's time to close. They average anywhere between 2 to 5% of the purchase price. Remember, the higher the purchase price, the lower the percentage on your closing costs. You know, I get people out in Missouri and they say, well, their closing costs are like 4%. Well, yeah, but your house only costs $150,000. Our down payments are that. This is a great start, but it isn't exhaustive of all the costs you may encounter as you set out on your home buying journey. Best way to prepare is to work with a trusted real estate professional to make sure you understand what's to come in the process. How sellers can use their refund. If you own a home and are planning to sell this spring, your tax refund can help you make sure your home is ready. Here are a few ways current homeowners can put their tax refund to good use. Making small upgrades, making repairs. Maybe you want to buy your next home. Don't make repairs or upgrades. The repairs maybe, but don't do upgrades and talk to you until you speak with a real estate professional. You may go and decide that you want to, do something in the dining room, and it brings you absolutely no return on your investment. Now, if you want to put new doors in, front doors, that's a good one. You get a good return on front doors. Kitchens, you get a good return on kitchens, bathrooms. Of course, it's important to talk again with your trusted real estate professional before taking on the projects. Bottom line, funding your home purchase or sale can feel like a daunting task, but it doesn't have to be. Your tax refund can help you reach your goals. Here's another one that nobody ever talks about, and it's just because I'm a numbers guy. You ever looked at an amortization schedule? No, nobody has. Would you be shocked to know that if you get a refund and you can make a payment that's equal to, or if you get a bonus and you make a payment that's equal to 4 payments, that will work exactly the same on your amortization table as if you had made 10 payments? Think about that. 4 payments equals 10 payments when it comes to paying off your home. That's the Real-Time Real Estate segment brought to you by the area trusted real estate professionals of Ron Siegel Radio. Visit rsrhomescout.com, rsrhomescout.com. Continue our conversation. It is our monthly chat with Mary Walters talking about what's going on in the real estate world from the perspective of the millennial and the old man. While higher short-term interest rates will push up mortgage rates, we knew that, I expect some of this impact to be mitigated eventually through inflation, lower inflation. Thus, I expect the 30-year fixed rate to continue to rise, although we aren't likely to see the big jumps that occurred over the past few weeks. That's Nadia Evangelo, Director of Forecasting for the National Association of Realtors. I have no idea where she gets her information and what the accuracy is, because all we're seeing, and I just saw a look this morning, interest rates are up again today. Freddie Mac. History suggests that when rates rise, there is an initial bump in home prices as many move quickly to buy a home before rates increase further. But after that period, home prices slow. Freddie Mac analysis shows that a 1% increase in mortgage rates results in home price appreciation that is 4 percentage points lower. For instance, 1% increase in mortgage rates would change home price growth from 11 to 7. Is that bad?
No.
7% is still really good, right? I mean, you think about it, on a national number, 3.5 is about the national average. Orange County, California, I think Orange County, California, still the last time I looked, was about why should I think? It's easier just to go and, right? I mean, it's easier just to go and grab the numbers here. 9280, 92807.
Close, like 20 or something.
Pardon?
Aren't we still close to like 20?
Yeah, the appreciation has been like 20%, but over the last 63 years, we averaged 5.37.
Mm-hmm.
So 7 is still above that.
Yeah.
Right. And most places are at this 20% appreciation. So if we cut that back by 6, it's still too hot.
Mm-hmm.
Right. It's still not sustainable, is what the bottom line is there. So, Freddie, you might be right, but I don't know. With rates rising and expected to rise through 2023, it makes sense to obtain a purchase or refinance mortgage if you are at good standing. People are still out there trying to do that.
Do you still have people trying to refinance?
Absolutely. So here's the strategy. I'm glad you brought that up. So here's the strategy, because there's a lot of people that have debts, right? And a refinance of a debt consolidation, whenever you get cash out from a loan, your interest rate is going to be higher than if you do a rate and term. So if you've got equity in your property and you want to buy another property, you do a cash out refi. You do that right now. The reason you do that right now is rates are high, but what happens during a recession? Rates fall. When's the recession? Next year. Just my crystal ball told me that, right? So you do the cash out refi now, and then refi again next year to bring the rates down, so you're not getting hit with that extra charge down the road. And it's all about strategy. So yeah, there's still people out there. Here's the idea: you might have a 3.5% interest rate. Maybe you have a 2.5% interest rate, but you've got car loans, credit card loans, you've got student loans. Eventually they may come back to start charging on those. But the bottom line is, what is your blended household interest rate? And that's what we have to compare to, is maybe you have a blended household interest rate. I just saw one the other day of 6.75%, right? When you put your mortgage, cars, credit cards, all that together, then when you come in, you get a 5% loan, you're pretty sweet right there. Let's move right along. Spring housing market update. Do we have a spring housing market in California?
Yeah.
Is it? So you see an increase also in properties getting listed during the springtime?
Yeah, normally.
Okay. So I always look at it and say, it's California. I mean, we got our rain yesterday for the year, or last week. I think we got some rain for the year. We also had 95-degree weather for last week. So you get both of them right? I mean, nutty times. Altos Research, we're keeping watch for it, but there are absolutely no signs of a market slowdown anywhere in the data. If anything, we're seeing the market continue to heat up. You seeing that too?
Oh yeah. I feel like there was almost like a little lull there, but I feel like it's gotten back even crazier, where we are getting like more offers in on everything and things are going faster. Like I felt like it slowed for maybe a month or two, but it's getting even hotter, and that's probably driven by the interest rates going up and everyone trying to
that fear of missing out.
Yeah.
So before the break, I was talking about the days on market. I just looked up Newport Beach. Average median days on market 14, and the median list price is $4.4 million.
Wow.
Right? So still, even at that price point, now I don't know, 92253. I think I should look at that one and see it. That's another one of the zip codes that we see quite a bit of product at, or people there. Let's see if I've got that. Moreno Valley. Okay, that's a little. Okay, Moreno Valley. You guys got to pick it up out there. 18 days on market, with an average median list price of $536,000. New listings are coming on at 510.
Mm-hmm.
That's an interesting when you look at what's already on the market and then look at what's coming on the market. So that's an interesting bit of information right there. That's Alex is with us. Oh, Alex wants to say he's arrived. Okay, I'm glad to know that, Alex. We appreciate you being with us. You're listening to Ron Siegel Radio, discussing your real estate current events and the financial markets. When we come back, maybe I even jumped the gun. I think I looked at my numbers too soon. Oh well. We still got a lot to cover here. So we might even throw away our Your Credit Matters segment today. You can reach me anytime off air number 800-306-1990, 800-306-1990, or RonSiegelRadio.com, Facebook.com/Ron Siegel Radio. And if I miss any part of our broadcast, Ron Siegel 1 on YouTube. Ron Siegel, the number 1 on YouTube. Stay tuned. We'll be back in just a few.
Ron Siegel Radio, your home and mortgage connection.
Do you know a homeowner experiencing divorce? Do you know a real estate reference and the divorce decree could cost tens of thousands of dollars? A certified divorce mortgage planning and real estate report could save you thousands of dollars, and it's free from your local certified divorce lending professional. Reach out to Ron today. RonIsMyLender.com. Again, RonIsMyLender.com. Licensed under NMLS 217037, Equal Housing Lender.
Are you a veteran, own a home, and need money? The Siegel Lending Team is here to help veterans refinance and get the money they need. The VA 100 lets you borrow up to 100% of your home's value, refinance your mortgages, consolidate credit cards, and lower your payments by an average of $700 a month. And the Siegel Lending Team knows that character means more than a credit score. Call 800-306-1990. That's 800-306-1990. Rate subject to change without notice. Licensed by the California Department of Corporations, NMLS 21037, and DRE number 018694452.
Are you tired of paying rent? Are you tired of paying someone else's mortgage? Do you know qualified folks can potentially purchase a $500,000 home for less than $5,000 out of pocket? Ron Siegel can help qualified people purchase their own home at amazing interest rates. If you're tired of paying someone else's mortgage, reach out to Ron today at RonIsMyLender.com. That's RonIsMyLender.com. Licensed under NMLS 217037, Equal Housing Lender.
Are you a renter and tired of making monthly payments? Paying off someone else's mortgage? Hey, it's Ron Siegel here to help you stop renting and start owning your dream home with amazing low interest rates. And you could potentially qualify for a $500,000 home for less than $5,000 out of pocket. So stop renting. Start owning with Ron Siegel. Learn more at ronsiegelradio.com and start owning today. Licensed under NMLS 217037, Equal Housing Lender.
You're listening to Ron Siegel's Home and Finance Show with local and national expert Ron Siegel. Now, here's Ron.
Welcome back to Ron Siegel Radio. Within every market, there are solutions as well as tremendous opportunities. You just need some trusted guidance. That is my message, and I will be delivering it every day on Ron Siegel Radio or anytime at 800-306-1990, 800-306-1990, the Your Credit Matters segment today being brought to you by CreditSanitizer.com. You have a credit report. It's wrong. They all are. What are you doing about it? Credit Sanitizer, they've got the solutions for you. You just got to call us, 800. Again, Jeff Sipes and his team at Blue Water Credit do a great job for the listeners of Ron Siegel Radio. So let's get back to our monthly report because I've got a lot more to cover here with Mary. Buyer Traffic Index, February 2022. California numbers still showing in the strong category. Actually, very strong. It doesn't look like Idaho, Utah, North Dakota, Missouri, Maine. They're the only ones that are. No, I don't know. Some of those are stable, but maybe they're not stable. But the buyer traffic is pretty stable in those areas. Mm-hmm. Here, it's California is still crazy.
Yep.
Which you were working with a seller last week or the week before.
Yes.
A lot of offers.
30
offers.
Yeah. We listed, we put in the MLS Friday morning. We had open houses Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. We met with the seller Tuesday. When I went to bed on Monday, we had 15 offers. By the time we met with the seller Tuesday afternoon, we had 30.
30 offers.
Mm-hmm.
And sell above, below?
Oh, above.
Above. Yeah, it's amazing and amazing what's going on. Seller traffic. Now, here's the problem. So buyer traffic is strong. Seller traffic is weak.
Mm-hmm.
Are you seeing that as well?
Yeah, definitely.
So I'm out there sharing a thesis of mine.
Okay.
The next big wave of in the industry is going to be first-time sellers.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think?
I agree.
Yeah, I mean, I look at that and I say, okay, there's a lot of people that have owned their home 30, 40, 50 years.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe they're tired of it, or maybe it's getting passed on to another generation or estate planning or other, I guess,
Mm-hmm.
right? No choice. Family wants to sell or they're the original owners from the 60s have. That
is the one I just sold.
Oh, is it really?
They were the original owners that bought it way back in the 60s for like nothing.
Yeah, I would guess
When it was being built.
$40,000 or something like that.
Oh, I'm pretty sure it's even under that.
Wow.
I want to say it was like 10 grand or something stupid, ridiculously low.
Yeah, and now the the fees are going to be more than that.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Active listings increased for the first time in 6 months. 382,000 active listings in the month of March. I don't know where those are, but there's not a lot of them. Lance Lambert, editorial director, Fortune. Now more industry insiders are throwing out their previous forecasts and replacing them with more bullish short-term outlooks. Indeed, some experts say the 2022 spring housing market might go down as one of the most competitive on record. Wonder what's the competition? The buyers.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, they're really having to make a compelling offer.
Mm-hmm.
Now, there was someone else in the office that I think the first offer was all cash.
Mm-hmm.
So that's only 30% of the market is all cash. But there are some tricks to the trade. Pending home sales. There's a lot of numbers in the pending home sales number. Over the last 6 months, I don't know about this. This chart is a little tough one, but the one that showings exceed pre-pandemic numbers. So showing index over the last 5 Februaries. 2020, do we really want to count that one? That was kind of an anomaly year.
Mm-hmm.
Right, but 2019 there was 132.8, and 2022 February 271. So I want to say that there's a lot of people out there shopping.
Yep.
Not a lot of properties out there. Price appreciation is accelerating again. So we thought that maybe we peaked out.
Mm-hmm.
Not so.
No.
19.1% is the annual based on January's numbers from CoreLogic. CoreLogic does a great job looking backwards. We don't use them looking forward. But 19.1%. So if Freddie Mac was right and you get, what did they say, 1%? 1% increase in interest rates gives us a 4% decline in appreciation.
No.
So
wasn't it 4% increase in appreciation?
Not depreciation, but basically if the interest rates go up by 1, the appreciation slows by 4. I think is what it said. So that would mean if interest rates go up by 2%, which they're about almost there now, 1.5, that would mean 1.5 means that the 19.1 drops from 19.1 to 13.1.
I thought it said that the home sales drop, but appreciation still grows.
Maybe you're right. I'm old.
Yes.
Okay.
I went back and it says that the home sales will drop by about 4%.
Okay.
But that the home prices still appreciate.
Crazy, isn't it? Look at these numbers. But it's either way. I mean, the numbers are massive. Last fall, we observed that home prices, although continuing to rise quite sharply, had begun to decelerate. Even the modest deceleration was on pause in January. What do you think about deceleration, depreciation, or appreciation?
Mm-hmm.
Do you have to explain that to sellers when you talk to them or buyers when you talk to them?
Normally, no.
Do they even care?
No.
So when the news starts talking about that home price appreciation is
Mm-hmm.
slowing, the consumer understands that.
For the most part, yeah. But I mean, for the most part, when I'm talking to people, all they know is that it's gone up dramatically. So even if it's slowed a little bit, it's still gone up so much in the past year.
So they really don't care about the numbers. They just care the direction.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Maybe it's just us industry folk or numbers nerds that care about that.
Just the number nerd.
That's enough. Oh. Okay. Okay, very good. So more new listings than active listings. That's an interesting one because March is the first time we've got more new listings than active listings since August of 2021.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's the very next slide that's going to explain to us what the problem is. And Josh, we're going to have to put this one out on all over social channels. Single family housing units completed. This is the big issue. Here's where the problem is for all of the, if it is a problem. Here's the challenge in all of real estate right now. This one slide, if we can explain it, if you can understand it, and I don't know if you can get this one even on the screen, Josh. So slide 24. The bottom line here is we're building about 4 million units less than what we need. And we've been doing that for 14 straight years.
Mm-hmm.
Well, how do you sustain something like that? Right? If you look in 2005 at the number of annual units completed, and then you look right now, the numbers are just really dramatic drop.
Oh yeah.
And that's after having 6 years of increases, 7 years of increases. So we look at the 50-year average, and the numbers are so short, yet like yourself, right? People are getting older. 32-year, I mean, you're an anomaly because you started a little younger than the average, but 32, 33 years old is when people start buying their first house.
Yep.
And the folks are getting older, right? And now we're seeing massive inflation.
Yep.
Is real estate a good place to be for inflation or bad?
Well, if you're this seller, it's a great place to be.
So it's great. So I'm gonna let's look. We got 3 different people to talk about. If you're just staying in your house, probably
Great.
good.
Yeah.
Right, because your mortgage is not going to change at all.
You
Interest
roll it
rates are
down,
up.
right?
You don't care.
Mhm.
Right. If you're a renter, if you're the one doing the renting, probably not a good place to be.
No.
If you're the investor, good place to be.
Yeah.
So 2 out of 3, real estate's a good place to be. So think about that concept. And again, as always, I talk to you. It's all about a plan. Have a plan as to what you want to be doing, where you're going with your investments, with your goals. And think about this concept. Household wealth. What does the household wealth growth look like? I mean, we're looking at a national chart, and this is from one of the best sources out there. Home Price Expectation Survey. They're like the gold standard. Why do I love the Home Price Expectation Survey so much? Well, they survey over 100 economists, and the economists are in real estate, they're in banking, they're in investment world, they're in academia, and you put them all together and you look at it, potential growth in household wealth over the next 5 years based solely on increased home equity if you purchased a $360,000 home in 2022. Couldn't do that in Orange County.
No.
Right? But $96,000 over 5 years. Now, Orange County, I don't know. I think did I keep that chart opened over here? I don't know if I have the chart opened as to what the median home price right now in Orange County, $1,031,000.
Yep.
So what's that number on there, Mary? The home price was three something?
360.
So can we say that's pretty close to being 3 times?
Yep.
And the number there is what?
96,000.
96. So that's about $300,000 over 5 years. Not bad.
No.
Right? I mean, if you're wanting to make money, if you're wanting to have a plan in your life, maybe a retirement plan, what if you took that money out in 5 years and bought another piece of property?
Definitely.
Right? I mean, it's just a thought right now. Now, my concept there is you keep the first one and rent it and go buy another one for yourself, because you may want a bigger property, right? And you can rent the smaller one or the departing property and get a pretty good chunk of change and do that 4 or 5 times, and maybe you're ready to retire at 50.
Yep.
Home price forecasts for 2022. Wait. We're going to have to look at this one. CoreLogic came out with 9.6%. Finally, they've adjusted their number. That's got to be a typo. I mean, CoreLogic, they've been so wrong so long. But the home price expectation.
Well, maybe it'll actually go down then.
Yeah. I mean, it's a nuts. I mean, they've been saying 2% for the last 3 years. Home price expectation survey saying 9% appreciation over the next for forecast for 2022. 9%. And I think that's probably conservative, but and Ivy Zellman, she's usually one of the best in the industry, 3%. Think about some of these numbers. If you're thinking about buying or selling a house, give us a call, 800-306-1990. My team will help you with the financing. Mary and her team will help you with the purchasing, the acquisition, sales, all that kind of good stuff. But do it now do it strategically. Have an initial consultation. I just heard, I love it. I have a friend of mine, real estate agent, came in, and I saw a message from him on social media this weekend Somebody from LA wanted to go to North San Diego and shop around for $800,000 houses. And he said, okay, send me a copy of your pre-approval letter. And they said, well, we don't want to divulge our finances. He said, I think we've got the wrong agent. I'll introduce you to somebody else. What does that tell you? Right? Can you imagine going out and starting to show people property and they don't want to tell you their finances?
Yeah, they're not serious.
They're not serious, right? And I think they might have wanted him to be a tour guide instead of a realtor, right? That's not what the professionals do. So get pre-approved, get pre-underwritten, and then get out there and shop and give us a call, 800-306-1990 for that consultation. And as always, we ask, set that first radio preset button to come back here and join Ron Siegel Radio, where we only speak about items affecting your house and your bank account. Thanks to all of our sponsors. A big thanks to Josh and Sean who are engineering us today. And of course, a special thanks to you for spending a little bit of your day with us. That's all for Ron Siegel Radio. Again, if you have any questions or to meet any of our guests, call me anytime, 800-306-1990, 800-306-1990, or ronsiegelradio.com. And remember, make a lot of money so you can help a lot of people and have a lot of fun. Have a great day. We'll talk to you next time on Ron Siegel Radio.